What's going on, people? And welcome to the LV Live rant. I'm your boy LV Live, man. Please, just stay tuned. Me and my boy Jeff are gonna be back with the Blue Steel Show. We back in March, rocking and rolling. We have great content coming out, so just please continue to keep a lookout for that. Blue Steel Show. And I have also the LV Live Blue Steel Show rant. JB Live Locker Room Talk. Excuse me. On Facebook. So if you guys want to get down with the group, just reach out, look it up in the group section of Facebook. We have great content every day about stuff today in sports. But let me get straight into my rant today, and the rant is going to be about boxing today, man. The biggest thing is about the Spence and Crawford fight. Will that ever happen? What's the stuff I'm hearing about? Crawford possibly going up to 154. Now, I'm a big Crawford fan. I'm also a big Spence fan. That would be a bad move. A really bad move for Terrence if he goes up there at 154. There's not I don't know of any other division that's any more deeper than 154. I mean, the amount of good fighters from top to bottom, from J-Rock to Hurd to Lubin to Rosario to, of course, Charlo, who's the top dog up there, to Tony Harrison. It's a lot of cats up there. And all them cats I just named would give Bud serious problems. Serious problems. At 147, the top dog to me is, top dog, not to me, but to the world, to everybody else is EJ. All right, let's be clear about that, right? He, to me, he is the face of boxing, so he's a top dog there. So that's the fight everybody wants to see. And to me, that's the biggest fight in boxing. But he can also get a great fight to me out of Sean Porter. I think Sean Porter would be a great fight for him. I think I have the edge to Bud, but I wouldn't be surprised if Sean Porter was to beat Bud. I wouldn't be surprised by that, because Sean Porter's just that great of a fighter, and I think he's a legit Hall of Fame fighter. He's not, he's no slouch, okay? But after that, that's it. It's nobody else. No one else is going to be able to touch Bud. So, but at 54, all those guys I named earlier, all them cats, they'd give Bud problems, big problems. And the top dog up there is Jamel Charlo. I would stay far away from Charlo. And I love Bud's talent. I love how he is as a fighter. I love the grit. I love how Bud is. Bud fights, man. He fights. You know what I'm saying? And what he does that's great is that he can pick and choose how he wants to fight a guy. If you want to rumble, he could rumble. If you want to box, he could box. Then he could switch it up. So he could do it all, right? He's like a Swiss Army knife. You know what I'm saying? He could definitely do it all. But so can Charlo. And Charlo's bigger. And he's at 154, 7 pounds. And I think, excuse my language, sorry. I think Charlo probably coming in the night of the fight might be 160 pounds. And he doesn't look like, if you see Charlo, he don't look out of shape. He's never out of shape. And I've never seen him in a fight where he's been gassed. Like, I've never seen him tired. Like, he doesn't get tired. And and the way Bud's not going to want to fight Tony Harrison or Lubin. He's not going to want to fight those dudes because he feels like, from what I've heard, seen Bud interviews, and I've seen kind of how he is, he's going to feel like, hey, listen, man, I'm one of the top fighters in the world. I shouldn't have to fight those lowest set guys, and plus they ain't got no belts. I'm not going to 54 for not fighting for no belt. I'm not doing that. Who's the top dog with the belts? It's Charlo. So that's all I see. He's not going to get in the ring with Hurd. He's not going to touch Hurd. He's not going to do that. He's going to go up there. He's going to want the top dog, and that's a dangerous fight. That's a dangerous fight. And he's younger than Bud. See, Charlo can box and he can punch. Bud can do the same thing, but it's a little different when you're hitting a cat that's 160 pounds, and he's used to getting hit by dudes like that. So can your power carry? He was able to carry it to 147, but can his power carry to 154? And I'm not talking 154 like the lower bottom 54 guys. I'm talking about the top guys, the top 10 guys. Can his power carry? Now, of course, as you guys know, with anything, right? Anybody get hit with the right shot, they could drop. We get all that. But these are boxers, right? These are guys, this is what they do for a living. They get hit. So they can handle punches. You know what I'm saying? They can handle, so, I don't know. If I was Bud, I wouldn't touch Charlo. If I was Bud, I would just finish it out 147. Fight Porter. Then after that, work my way into the Spence fight. Take the 60-40 and do that. And then after that, ride off into the sunset. You know what I'm saying? I would win that fight with Spence. I probably wouldn't even do a rematch. I would just ride off. You know what I mean? That's if he was to beat Spence, of course. I mean, that's it. Retire. You know what I mean? Bud's at that point, man. I think he's going to be 34 this year. He's getting older. It's a young man sport. You got guys coming up in the sport like Boots and, you know what I mean? Like Truck Simpson. He's a heavier weight. But you know what I'm saying? There's younger guys coming up. It's about to be their time. You know what I mean? Bud and Thurman and Garcia and Porter, because that's who he's with. That's his age group of cats he's with. Them guys are starting to be on their way out. You know what I mean? So, if I was Bud, I would do that. I wouldn't risk going up to 154 and messing with Charlo. I wouldn't touch him. I would not touch him. I wouldn't. He's too good of a fighter, and he's dangerous. He's very, very, and he's a dangerous puncher, because the misconception about Charlo is that, he's a boxer, but he's got the power like he's a knockout artist. Like, you know what I mean? He only has 18 knockouts, but he hits you with the right shot, man. You falling. I mean, look what happened with Lubin a couple years ago. When he knocked out Lubin with that quick uppercut, it was like a check hook, and Lubin folded like a chair, man. And Lubin's a hell of a fighter. So that tells you what Charlo can do. But that's boxing, right? That's what happens in boxing. And but Lubin is a better fighter than that. He just caught Lubin, But that's what happens in a fight. So, I don't know if Bud should stay at 147, man. He should stay at 147 and just rock out there until he's done, and when he wants to ride off in the sunset and have a great Hall of Fame career, which I think he has. You know what I mean? I think Bud is a Hall of Famer. I just think he's got to kind of fight a couple of top dudes. So I think if he fought, I'll put it like this: if he fought Porter next, if he fought Porter, and then if he was able to fight Spence and maybe get, I don't know, 2 fights out of it, or 1, I don't know, and have like an amazing fight. You know what I mean? Like these 2 fights are like fight of the year, both fights. Then he could, to me, he's a surefire Hall of Famer, no questions about it. But yeah, hit me up. Let me know what you think about it. Should Bud do that? What do you think? The future is. You know what I mean? Is he gonna fight Spence soon, or is he just gonna retire and just kind of say, I don't need him. I don't need that headache. I'm not taking a 60-40. I'm just pretty much going about my business and just retiring because I got all the money I need and I'm good. What do you guys think? All right. LV Live Rant, excuse me. The Blue Steel Show will be up pretty soon. Me and my boy Jeff, so please come through and support that, man. We definitely going to have great content coming out next month. So just please be on the lookout for that, man. All right. Everybody enjoy this nice Friday, man. Happy Friday to everybody. It's freezing up here in New York. But yeah, come through and definitely support that, man. Please, I appreciate y'all. All right, everybody enjoy. Be safe, man. God bless. All right, peace.